I didn't realize the weather was heading south. I'll have to put a couple of projects on the back burner, but I got to get over there and get my treadmill and set that up. I got to start walking on my weight's way up. So I got to get that done today. So one of the things I noticed, like, was looking at Harrisburg, and Harrisburg looked fine for the rainy periods because it looks like it's relatively warm. But somewhere in there, I think in a day or two, it rains theoretically. It doesn't mean it's going to rain. It's like 25, 30% or something like that. But if it does rain, and I think it stops raining around like 5, 6 o'clock, and then it starts to rapidly drop over the next couple of hours. What happens with black ice? It's usually a thinner coat of that moisture. It's not this puddles or anything like that. So when it rains and then it begins to evaporate, but yet it's not going to evaporate quickly with this kind of weather. So it could evaporate to the point where it's just that moisture, and then that's where that black ice comes from. And it's just a possibility. It doesn't mean that it's going to. I mean, none of that weather could. We could have a sunny day tomorrow and have it be 60 degrees, the way it's been going. But right, but probably not. Right. Some people are heading into it tonight. So, but parts of the state. Well, the problem is because it's the up and down thing, and the rain and no rain, and right. So it has to be like a continual watch. No, ice will get you every time. I got them in Texas, right? Got them in Texas a couple times. Right? So you have to look for those conditions. Right? And then we should be speaking to the people about the weather changes and just get them accustomed to hearing and watching for instruction. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, but I started working on it last year. We need emergency transportation systems. I called like the deputy. I think I called to a deputy, or I was 911 dispatch. It sounded like a popo though. It didn't sound like just a dispatcher, but it may have just been. But essentially, and I think I did speak to an officer. The officers were like, "Yeah, we want to do it, but they won't let us." To go get me the prophylactic, that medicine you take when you get diagnosed, you take it within 72 hours or whatever, and then it reduces the symptoms. My symptoms weren't all that bad. I had something else going on, and I didn't realize it. Right. It went away real quick, but I was still screwed up. But it was from all that, like, cranial tissue and the sinuses and all that. So, yeah, they hadn't messed with me in Santa Fe when I began the massage routine and all that, and going to the gym and all that. I had been going to the gym, but I was going to the gym. If they hadn't messed with it, I'd have been fine. And it doesn't. What they'll tell people is that if I react to what they're doing, then I'm somehow a criminal. It's bullshit. They're the criminal, right? No, they'll go to hell, man. I mean, I tried. I explained it to you for years. Right? No, there's no up for that kind of thing. That's what the Bible tells you not to do, or you're going to end up in hell. It's not like, oh, this is what Jesus came to forgive. This is what Jesus came to condemn. Right. The sins of what, quote unquote, power. I'm really anti-power. So there's different classifications of sins in reality. And the sins of, what happens is people that are the sins of anti-power will cause people to fall and then be out to point, there's the sinner, there's the sinner. Right. Should be like us. Right. And tithe 20, 30%, because be thankful that you're around us. Oh, wait. I stepped to the back real quick. I have to find my keys. I think they're over here, right? Now I got to get over to storage, grab my treadmill. I was going to clean off the furniture for painting, but I'm not going to get to that. It's not going to stay warm long enough, and I have so many other things I got to do because of the inclement weathers. In a minute. Trying to think here. Anything I need to do before I go? I guess turn this off. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do. Praise God.